Hey everyone, Phi Farley here. Best bet coming to you in 1 second. It's December 4th. It's Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. Huge slate of basketball today. And I do need to apologize yesterday, really to myself, because that was my best bet. And I screwed that up. I'm more frustrated that I chose the wrong game, because I was really leaning on Butler. Thought I was going to take Butler. There ended up being some big money coming in on Ole Miss yesterday, so I ended up throwing up a Michigan game. But, it is what it is. Moving on. Want to do that quickly. So I'm going to give you two games today in this, best bet free video, so to speak, for my picks. For those of you who have subscribed, by the way, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you're new, if you haven't subscribed, take a second to do so. Hit the notification bell to get my college basketball picks each and every day here on the Daily Best Bets, as well as NCAA football as we go into bowl season. You can get all those picks, as well as NFL games, best bet for each weekend coming through. All my plays are posted on patreon.com/PhiFarley. You can check those out as well. All right, so is that everything I got to go through administratively? I think so. All right, let's talk about college basketball best bet today. Again, two picks. So first one, real quick, is going to be a look-ahead line. A look-ahead spot for Iowa State. So Iowa State just came off a loss to Seton Hall. Great team. They get them again at home coming up here this weekend. Meanwhile, UMKC, formidable team. They're all right. They're 5-4 on the season. They're doing okay. They're just good enough to be able to make this not a winnable. They're not going to win this game. They're not an 18.5 point sleeping dog that could win this one outright. But they're definitely, between about a 10-point loss. So the 18.5, there's tons of value there. Grabbing 18.5 with UMKC, as Iowa State not only is looking ahead to Seton Hall right after that, they have Iowa. So huge games coming up for Iowa State. This one is going to be easily looked over. UMKC licking their chops. They have nothing else to play. No other game on deck that's going to be a threat to them. This is a big one for them to come through and make a game of this, at least put out 100% effort, and that's all you can ask here when you're getting 18.5. So there you go. First pick is going to be UMKC plus 18.5. Second game, like this one as well. Texas State has turned into a pretty darn good team. 6-2 right now. They've played some great basketball. They pushed Baylor early in the season at Baylor. They had one flippy flip-flop game against Air Force. When you look into the numbers there, I mean, they just were abysmal from three-point. I think they were 3 of 21. Meanwhile, Air Force shot over 40% from three-point. I mean, and that's how they got away with that win. But outside of that, they've played good basketball every single game this year. Now they're getting what opened at 13 is down to 12.5 now. I saw one book, Pinnacle, has them at 13, but everywhere else is down to 12.5. Houston, on the other hand, against good teams, they haven't quite played as well. A good game with BYU. Oregon ended up taking a game from them, but outside of that, they haven't really been tested. I guess Rice is an okay test, but there's a couple of injuries that they had. I know Grimes is going to be is in today. He's back, but he was hurting all week since that Houston Baptist game. So they are a little banged up. A couple other players, Mills, I saw was banged up. He's questionable for today's game. But this is going to be a grind. I think this is going to be a really tough game. I think Texas State is going to be excited about this one. And I think we're going to have a within 10-point game here. So 12.5, we got some value on. So I'm going to grab Texas State, the underdog here, at plus 12.5 going into Houston, looking to get a win. So there you go. Two best bets, UMKC plus 18.5 and Texas State plus the 12.5. Good luck, everyone, tonight. We'll see you again soon.